Remember Crazy Bones? No, we don't mean these ones. We mean these ones. They became a popular fad in the late 1990s. Kids would bring them onto the schoolyard to play and trade these colorful pieces of plastic. If you didn't own any, you were not cool. So every kid was scrambling to get their hands on them, emptying their parents' wallets in the process. This is our back in the 90s look at Crazy Bones. These are Crazy Bones.
Remember these? These is just, oh my gosh. These aren't even mine. These are just all Brody's. I couldn't even find mine.
According to the handy Crazy Bone handbook, it was actually an ancient game played in Greece known as astragals, and it came from the Latin word for sheep's knuckle bone. And they have a whole history down here, and it's really funny because looking at this now as adults, if you cut out the first part of the story, it like sounds like they're talking about like their boners or something like that. Like, listen to this. Children would clean and dry these bones and decorate them by painting different faces on them. They would then compete with each other to see who had the best bone. The children would throw them and bounce them in village squares and in their homes. And because the bones were different shapes and sizes, they would bounce in crazy ways. That's how they came to be called Crazy Bones.
Man, it would hurt to bounce your boner.
Yeah, paint faces on it's pretty fucked up.
Wait, let me see this history. Archaeologists, people who study old stuff, have discovered ancient pictures of children playing with bones in Greek city of Rishina. These pictures are believed to be over 2,000 years old. I bet you there's a picture somewhere of Jesus, and and him and just a bunch of kids are just in the schoolyard, just like,
Yeah,
playing with these things. This ancient tradition was revived in Spain in 1966 and now bouncing its way into Canada. Hi, we're Canadian. As Crazy Bones. Today, Crazy Bones are no longer sheep's knuckles, but space-age materials. Space-age materials, it's plastic.
and you had these little shitty coffins here that you could keep all your Crazy Bones in. You can clip onto your belt, but no one ever put the clip on their belt because you'd probably get beaten up in the playground for that.
Yeah, that's very true.
We've got to talk about the little cages you could buy. We already talked about the coffins, how stupid those were with their belt clips and everything.
Do you get why they're coffins? Because they're crazy bones.
Oh,
bones go in coffins.
Bones are dead.
Shut up.
Then you could buy the bone cage, and this was probably even stupider than the coffin, because if you were caught with this on the schoolyard, you'd be dead. But you could keep your most rare Crazy Bone inside the cage, and you could like hang it around your neck. And right here, I have my silver Smiley. That was definitely my rarest Crazy Bone I had. He wasn't really silver though. I think someone painted him silver.
Yeah, it
and then
doesn't
traded it to me, and then it's just started to fade away.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Whereas the different series. And there was like series 1 where they actually all look pretty. They all look pretty cool. There was like different.
You had cool ones like Menace.
Different faced ones.
Dennis the Menace. You have Punk, who had the nose ring. He was hardcore.
The Fly.
Oh, the Fly. Everyone liked the Fly. He was in the commercial.
Yeah.
He's badass.
And then Jaws.
Oh, Jaws. Who didn't want Jaws? No one ever had him though. Like I think I saw one kid who had Jaws once, and he was the coolest kid on the playground.
And then they came out with series 2, which was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was still more faces. Like
yeah, you still have the joke. The Joker was really cool and speedy. But then like you started to get a few weak ones in series 2 also, like the pair of scissors, Scissorhead, really clever there. And now make way for Pencil Sharpener here. What I just like recently, what I really recently found weird was that they have a mushroom Crazy Bone, and his name is Fun Guy. Like they're like promoting doing hallucinogenic drugs because it's fun. Like this guy's fun, so let's all eat mushrooms.
And then
we have Babu the beer bottle. Like drink up, kids.
Oh yeah. And then series 3,
okay.
which was
and we get
ridiculous.
Yeah, then we really start to.
It seems as though the makers
run out of ideas here.
It's like the makers just ran out of ideas and just looked around their office or their house and thought, what could we make into a Crazy Bone? Let's not try to make up characters.
It should just be called the household items series. Like we have watering can, we have couch.
Is that supposed to be a cow? It says moo. Is that supposed to be a cow? What is it? It looks like it has a skate on, and then a weird mohawk, and then 2 little horns. Oh my gosh.
And the funny thing with Cosmo is that a lot of kids on my playground figured out with Cosmo, if you turned him upside down and covered the top part of him, he looked a lot like Eric Cartman from South Park.
Where is he on here? Where is he? There he is. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Bring it, guys. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Series 3 was a piece of shit. No one wanted that, and that's when they really started getting crappy. Yeah, when the Martian figures came out, kids just lost their shit, because the crazy thing was that their eyes glow in the dark. That was the whole gimmick.
And, like, and also, what was it? They're supposed to look like historical figures. So, like, I don't think we even realized that. We're like, oh, that's a mummy. Oh, that's Roman or whatever. I don't know.
Who gives a shit? Their eyes glow in the dark.
And then they made these, like, different ones that weren't glow in the dark, but they were just, like, different.
More detail in them.
Detailed aliens, and they look pretty cool. So, we're going to test something.
Let's see if these glow in the dark still.
Yeah, because I don't even remember if they did glow in the dark. I just remember it was like, yeah, they glow in the dark, and you were always outside on the playground, so no one ever really tried to see if they glow in the dark. So, let's try that. Alright, I'm going to go turn off the lights.
Alright. Let's see if these work.
And blackout. Nope.
No, they're not working.
Nope.
Piece of shit. Okay, and now we have the Rockers. That was the last series in this book, and this is kind of when Crazy Bones started going downhill, and no one really played with them anymore, so, like, no one really had many of these ones.
They didn't really, like, I don't think they made too many of them anyways.
Yeah, the only one I really had was, was G-Man right here. G-Man in the book. He kind of looks like Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit. The only one I really had, he's the rapper of the group, I guess. Shaggy, who kind of looks like someone in the Beatles, and Slick, who looks like Elvis.
Yeah. Who else they got here? Who else?
Lola, Courtney Love? I don't know.
Hipster? I like how the definition of a hipster has completely changed from that to now.
We have Vegas, who also looks like Elvis.
Yeah, two Elvis ones here. And then...
Wait, what the fuck?
Noseless?
Noseless.
That's totally Michael Jackson, y'all. That's awesome. That's kind of creepy, too, but... It's kind of Michael Jackson, but blonde. Kind of like David Bowie.
Yeah, David Bowie, Michael Jackson hybrid.
And then the Bomber series.
Yeah, these are the big fucking Crazy Bones that just fuck shit up.
I just remember like getting pegged in the head a couple times with one of these giant things. What we would do is play for keeps, which is you, what was it? You'd play a game, and the games aren't even that interesting. They're really confusing. They're all in this book here. But you'd play for keeps, and you get to like choose one Crazy Bone that you wanted to take. And then everyone would get pissed off at each other and start throwing these at each other.
Like, toys like these and, like, Pokemon cards incite a lot of violence in the playground. You get all the older kids stealing it from the little kids. Like, I remember getting the Series 1 Crazy Bones, which we just talked about were the coolest. And if you had a Series 1, like, everybody wanted, they'd be offering you, like, tens and, like, yeah, a bunch of Crazy Bones for the Series 1 ones. And sometimes older kids would just, like... kick your coffin over and like steal them. There's a bunch of fucking assholes. And yeah, it's just like these little trends like this in the 90s incited a lot of violence in the older kids.
It was just preparing us for gambling, basically.
Yeah, and no one really played the games.
No.
Like, it was like with like Pokemon cards. I'll go back to that again. Like, no one really played the Pokemon card game, but everybody just wanted the cool ones.
And now I think I think the ones that make now just look like crap.
Yeah,
because I think like even though we're kind of putting these down because we're just going back to like really how pathetic they were awesome toys and they were really cool to play with. Mm-hmm. Like we play with them tons and but the ones that they have now, they just started bringing back Crazy Bones and they made another series. Mm-hmm. But they're not like these at all. They're like heads with bodies.
Yeah, they're all high tech and fancy looking and painted.
Space age technology.
Space age. Alright, well, maybe we should try one of these games or something to conclude this episode.
Alright, let's see if we can play with these after all these years.
Yeah. Okay, well there's Battle right here, and that's the one we play in the intro of this video. And it's really funny now that I look at it, because at the bottom of the book it says, note, for this game it's better to roll the Crazy Bones as opposed to flicking them with your finger.
Because that really fucking hurts.
Yeah, the intro, like,
I forgot about, like, they're hard pieces of plastic and you flick them with your finger and started to get bruises and stuff.
Yeah, I know, we were actually like, ow, 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 when we were at the very beginning of it.
What else is there? There's online. Wait, go back. Online. There's online.
We toss a Crazy Bone, see who gets closest to the line. That's fucking stupid.
The bomber, where you just set up a bunch of little ones and then chuck one of the big ones and try to knock them out of the circle. That doesn't sound too exciting.
You're just looking at the pictures.
That's all I really did. The pictures basically tell you how to play it.
Basket, okay. We can play this one.
It
It says only for experts.
Ooh, I don't know if we're experts.
Okay.
I think we're experts. We're freaking almost. We're 19. Come on, we can do this.
All right.
We can do this.
It says place an empty shoebox on the ground about 3 or 4 meters away from you.
Okay.
The youngest player, that being Martin,
Yeah.
begins trying to get a crazy bone in the box. The crazy bone must bounce at least once before it goes in. If you're really good, you can bounce it 2 or 3 times. Sounds like beer pong. By taking turns, each player has 10 chances to get the crazy bone into the basket. Each player should use a different color. The winner is the person who gets the most crazy bones into the box after 10 throws.
After 10 throws, I think we can do this. It doesn't sound too hard.
Yeah,
I think we just can do this.
let's give it a shot.
Let's try it.
So this has been the Back in the 90s review on Crazy Bones.
Fuck.
Make sure you
Come on.
tune in next time for our review on Polly Pocket. Not! Come on, dude, this sucks. Let's go play Xbox.
I'm so close, dude. I'm so close. Just one more minute. I hit the bucket. I hit the box. Fuck this. I hit it, I swear.